Hello, in this video we are going to be looking at a GCSE Maths question that has a focus on problem solving with the circumference of a circle involved. So this is our question. A farmer has a field in the shape of a semicircle of diameter 50 metres. The farmer asks Jim to build a fence around the edge of the field. Jim tells him how much it will cost. Jim takes 3 days to build the fence. Work out the total cost. Super important with these questions that when you first look at it, check the units are all correct. So they've given us the length in metres, which is fine. And then in the total cost, it says per metre. So that's perfect. Whereas if this said centimetres, for example, and this said metres, we'd need them to be in the same units. So always check that because they won't necessarily make it obvious. So that bit's perfect. Then what we're going to think about is because they're asking to build a fence around the edge of the field. So we're going around the edge. Now, when we're thinking about around the edge of a circle, that means we are looking at finding what we call the arc length, which is basically part of the circumference. So when we think about circumference of a circle, if it was a full circle, we would do either pi times diameter or 2 times pi times radius. They both mean the same thing. Now, because I've only got half of the circumference, I've only got half a circle, I'm then going to be dividing it by 2. So for this one here, I've got the diameter of 50. So what I'm going to write down is pi times 50 and divide by 2. Now, when you type this into your calculator, you will get a decimal. Now, I'm going to leave it in terms of pi just to keep it a bit more accurate. So this will become 25 pi. Now, this is only for the arc length. So 25 pi gets us round the curved part. It does not get us round the straight part. And we want a fence around the whole field. So we need to add on the 50. So the total length is going to be 25 pi plus 50. When you type that in your calculator, you'll get 128.5398, so on, so on, so on. So that's our total length. Now we need to find the total cost of that fence. Now we know the length of the fence. So our cost is £29.86. So I'm going to take my length and I'm going to multiply it by the cost per metre. So I'm going to type that into my calculator and I am going to get £3,838. And because it's money, I'm going to do it to 2 decimal places. It rounds to 20p. So that's my total cost for just the fence. And then it says it is £180 per day for each day of work. So, and he works for 3 days to build the fence. So we've got to consider those costs as well. So to work out how much it costs to hire Jim to do the fence, we need to do £180 times 3 because there's 3 days. So when we've done that, we will get £540. Now to get our total cost, we are going to take the £540 and we're going to add on the cost of the fence around the outside. So our total cost would be £4,378. And because it's money, remember we do 2 decimal places. So it's 20p.